There you go.
Hey, good morning. It is August 26th. This is the work session for the Town of DeWitt Planning Board. Our one work session this morning is Michael Roberts Associates at 5575 Thompson Road. Welcome.
Morning.
You're representing?
Brody Smith from Bond, Shinnick and King.
Welcome. All right, so we have updated materials from you guys.
Pull up the site plan on this one.
I think we just got a couple of, items to get updated on the drawings from here. I think we had talked about, if we start at the bottom of this drawing, the access from the egress to the public way. Looks like it's being demoed and turned into grass. I think you need to provide access to that public way. So
that's not an entrance or an exit, that back door is a fire only exit?
correct. So from an accessible means of egress to a public way.
Okay, but the architect and the engineer advised me that from a code point of view, the exiting to the concrete pad and then the lawn is adequate.
So I think that's what we need, and we'll have our code person look at it as well, is that definition of, what is access to a public way?
Okay.
Right, I mean, I think,
Reference that code. Probably take that,
yeah,
right.
I mean, provide that code path, but I think the way that we're looking at it is if somebody gets dumped out in the event of an emergency out onto the lawn and can't get, it's covered in branches or trees or
They're in a wheelchair.
mud or in their the problem with the wheelchair is not likely going down a set of stairs inside the emergency.
Oh.
You'll have an accessible means of egress,
Yeah.
but if this is going out a fire stair, it should have clean access to a public way.
And illumination.
Right. So if you can share that code path that you have.
Okay.
We've also got our codes officials looking at it. But
Yeah, I
before-
think the initial conversation was, it had been there in that form for a while, and then there was a thought, well, do you want us to add a lot of lighting to it?
Yeah, I
And we
mean,
decided we didn't really wanna light it, so I think the thought was to remove it for that reason.
yeah, and I would just caution you on that one, because if you remove it and then all of a sudden you find out that you need, the code does state that you need, access to a public way. And from that means of egress to the street, there's no defined access to that public way. Because there's no other sidewalk that runs along the side of the building down to the parking lot and over to the streets, there's no other way. Once you get dumped out onto that concrete pad, there's nothing there.
Okay.
So wasn't the lighting just over the door? It wasn't the whole walkway we were asking for?
There is to be lighting over the door, but I think he
30 feet.
referenced, there's a minimum amount of lighting in that egress path.
Okay.
The path has to go to the right of way, but the lighting only needs to go for 30 feet.
That's what I thought.
I'm sorry, what's
Did
that?
you hear that, Brody?
The pathway has to go all the way to the public way, but the lighting only has to go for 30 feet of it.
So you don't light it all the way to the sidewalk, you light it 30 feet
First
from the
30
door?
feet, it
from the
sounds
door.
like.
Yeah.
So you could probably just have a couple of bollards there, light bollards along the.
Maybe cheaper than taking the sidewalk.
I don't think there's any electrical in there now. When they went and looked at it, there's nothing. There's no conduit or anything.
Yeah, I doubt it, but
Now, if the architects can prove egress within the building, if they don't need the door, then this all goes away, but that's a question whether.
I'm sorry, I'm having trouble hearing you.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
If the architects can prove that this is not necessary for the configuration of the floor that they have in there, then this all goes away, but that's a determination on egress.
yeah,
within the
and I think
building.
looking at it, I think there needs to be the two needs, and they got the one center stair that goes out the north side, and they got the one that comes out the south, so they're gonna need that
Right,
secondary means of egress.
yeah.
It's just a matter of getting from that means of egress to the street and what that looks like.
Or if there's some other way they could do it, I don't know, but
Yeah, door's
Yeah.
gotta be lighted either way.
The door has to be lit
Yeah.
and then to Bill's point, like the first 30 feet needs to be could just be done with a couple of bollards along the, low level bollards or something that's not.
I think it's only a half a foot candle, I don't remember that for a fact.
Yeah.
it's just the garage is not gonna be a garage anymore, if they could exit that way.
You're gonna you got separation requirements for doors, so.
Yeah.
I don't know, you probably
Too
won't-
close maybe.
Too close,
Yeah.
but again, just look at it, we'll give you all of our comments now and then you can respond to them.
Okay.
But providing that code path is gonna be helpful. While we're kind of at the bottom, well, we'll stay on kind of the architecture, or the civil side. The entrance, looks like things have been figured out there between the door and the,
Yeah, they went through a bunch of permutations. What they came up with was, so the entrance door where we're talking, here. So there's a rise of about 2.5, a little less than 3 inches from here to here. And the comment last time was that there wasn't enough space for the ramp to get to the door and stay under the, I think it was a 2%
for the first 10 feet.
incline,
Yeah.
right? And so what they did was they did a code search and they found that if you add rails and and it's still, it's a modest incline like that, because we're not much over it, I think it's like 3 or 4%. Adding rails according to the ADA regulations solves that. So they added rails and there's a detail in the drawings with handrails.
Okay. Great. Curbing. So I think we had talked about bringing the curbing 3 feet from the
Shoulder,
shoulder. And there's just,
granite curving.
The response letter says that it is added, the drawings are just not too explicit.
it's just hard to determine where.
I can have them improve that.
Please make sure they say granite, stone, I'm not sure what it says now,
Sorry.
but we just want them to explicitly say granite also.
Granite, yeah,
Yeah, no, some people say stone, we want to say granite.
understood.
I think we looked at lighting was fine, planning was fine.
Well,
There's-
the lighting,
Oh,
the
yes.
foot candle
sorry.
value should go to the full of the property line. So right now, it looks like you're showing the values inside the parking lot. But we have a piece of code where it can't be more than 0.1 foot candles at the property line. So just showing the values across the whole property.
Understood.
And then you also, in this particular drawing here, there's the flagpole. We just need clarification because this flagpole shows 35 feet,
Yep, I think
which
there's,
is not allowed, 25 is the allowable height, right?
yes. You can go above 25. You need a site plan, which you're in. But I
Okay.
think there was a note somewhere on the drawings that it was 25
Right,
feet.
so that's the other part of it is there's,
Is it 25 or 35?
Right.
is it 25 or 35? If it's 35, we'll have to look at it, but 25 is acceptable without site plan approval.
And it can just be an American flag or a POW flag.
Yeah,
So you can't put like a Michael Roberts flag up there.
you would see that
Becomes
as
a
a
sign.
sign.
They're lighting on it.
Yes,
There is lighting on it, that
Okay.
appears to me code because they're less than 1200 lumens, same as the uplighting for the sign. So those would be okay. We were looking into this fixture a little bit more, just to confirm that it's dark sky compliant.
Yeah, Eric, I did send you something on that. I did find it. It is. It's good.
Okay, thank you, Mark.
Yeah.
Looking at the flagpole policy, on our website, if you search for flagpole, there's like a planning board policy on it. So you do require a site plan over 20 feet height can be up to 35 feet with site plan.
which they're in right now, we just need, we need clarity on the drawings as to what height it is.
And it also has stuff on the size of the flag, depending on what size the pole is. So if you just search for flagpole, you can see it on the website.
Okay, yeah, with the pole, I'll find out what the existing height is. I don't think there's any intention of getting a bucket truck and cutting the top off or anything. So
Why not?
it is just sort of is what it is, I guess, for our
So it's an existing pole already, we just need, right?
It's
Yeah.
existing, yeah.
Right, so we just need clarity on what that height of the
Yeah, sure.
existing pole is.
That makes sense.
Okay. Materials, colors, any other, I miss anything?
With the lighting, just confirm those are dark sky compliant.
That's the intention.
Yep, Mark did send me something on this fixture, and the other ones do kind of indicate that they are, these ones,
Those are under the 1200.
yep, so those are fine. Mark just said this one needs, the two cut sheets for these ones do say that they're extracted black.
Okay. So I think the biggest, besides some of the, filling out some of the other information around that, is just defining what that path to the public way is,
Okay,
getting clarity on
I
that
can work on that.
one.
Do you want the site for the handrail, or you guys are on board
No, I
with
think
that?
we're probably good with that, I
You're on
guess
board with
Andrew's on that, so.
Cause I did get the site for that.
Are you good with materials and?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've looked at the materials and colors before, I think unless got the rest of the board online, I don't know that. Do you guys have any other questions or comments or materials, colors? Quiet this morning.
Okay, yep, so the stone mulch looks to be just around the plantings around the building, the trees have actual
Bark mulch, yeah.
mulch, yep, so that's good.
Yeah, they did a good job with the
Use with the right
planting
size.
details, there's another sheet,
Yeah.
they go pretty deep into that.
I think down for next time. Cause there's still, they gotta work on the lighting, that'll take time. Alright, yeah, that's pretty easy.
Thank you, I will have them submit additional materials. And
So this Thursday is the deadline to be on the next agenda.
then- okay, we'll see. I'll see what they can do.
Yeah.
And if not, then I guess we'll just push one more month.
Push them, give us a status, kind of push them to get it for this Thursday so that we can get them on for the next agenda. But if, I'll tell you, I mean, if you can correct everything else and the lighting plan's gonna take until first part of next week or something like that. We can work with that.
Okay.
As long as we're not getting material jammed right up to the next meeting, you know.
Yeah, I know people are gone the next couple days and stuff, it's, you know, wanna just push it out, that's okay.
The big thing, it seems like, is the path, that we need to make a design decision, everything else is just sort of papering what's already there.
Yeah, I mean, the lighting plan, the foot candle lighting studies tend to take a little bit of time.
Yeah, if you have to send that out to somebody, their turnaround time might.
Might be a couple of days,
Yeah,
so,
and Monday's a holiday, so.
right. Well, that's what I'm saying, like, this Thursday is the deadline to make the next meeting. Ideally, we can get material before then, if we can't, just work with Eric and Alana and, you know, as long as they're comfortable with what's there, we can try and get it on for the next one, but make every effort to try and hit that deadline.
Okay, we can do that. Thank you.
Appreciate it, thank you.
Appreciate your time.
Brody,
See you, Brody.
Alright, no other work sessions, no other
No.
agenda items, alright then. Motion to close the work session? I don't need to move. Close the work section.
Yeah, we-
I didn't even move to open it. What a morning. Yes, thank you, we're done.